Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. This is Meri at the Meri Atelier. And yeah, it's December 24th, Christmas Eve morning. Merry Christmas around the world. Welcome to my desk. Welcome to my desk. I have a variety of things I'm going to work on today. I did get to the store yesterday and I bought some rubber cement, so why don't we start with fixing my cover here. Hi, Arlene. Merry Christmas, Arlene. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Let me get over to my stream and to my notepad and set up my my live stream here. Got an ad. Who else is out there? Nancy. Merry Christmas, Nancy. Hi, Diane. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. All right, let me set up the quality. I have to do all of this when I come on. I cannot do it ahead of time. Too bad for me. Chat filter. All messages. There we go. We're all set up. Good morning, early birds. Good morning, good morning. So this is my $500 journal, and it was giving me trouble binding it. And so let me take the clips out here. So I tore it all apart. I tore the cover off, and I discovered the reason why I couldn't turn my pages is I had a piece here that was just holding that way too tight. And once I forcefully with a heat gun removed that was quite a job. It opens up flat again so that I can write in it flat. But now what I want to do, let's cover up my writing here because this is personal writing. There we go. What I want to do is mend. Let's take the pen out of the pen holder. This is already broken. And I think it was Brenda who suggested that I use rubber cement to mend it. And so I think I'm going to. It's not broken over here yet. I might need these clips again, so I'll keep them out. Got my little dollar store snow globe here. It's snowing. It's snowing. I don't think we're going to have snow. Good morning, ladies. Let me refresh my chat again because my chat does not scroll nice on this older keyboard. And I did get to the store yesterday. My brother had to go get stitches out. And I went to Walmart and I treated myself to a Christmas gift of some new paint Sharpie markers because I do use those. I also treated myself to some batteries. And I got to Hobby Lobby. That was my Walmart purchase. Or I think we went to Menards. I got those at Menards. Let me get in here. I did buy some rubber cement. Put these over here for now. So that's what we're going to use right now. I did buy, and I bought a clockwork at Hobby Lobby. If I can dig it out, it's way at the bottom. And if we get to it, we may not get to it this morning, but I bought a clock shop. Fine clock making parts. So I want to read the assembly instructions here. And I bought some extra hands. I've got hands in here. But we'll see what happens. I'm not ready to do that yet. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is fill this with rubber glue and take, of course everything's falling over here. Oh, give me a minute. What fell? My ink pad. Well, I'll be wanting that. I think what I'm going to do is take a snip of fabric, and I'll probably use this, and after I get this rubber cement in here, I'm going to put a snippet of fabric in there, and then I'm going to try to match this color. I don't know if I can or not. Well, we could just put that in there. That would probably be better, more flexible. Let's see. I got this. I got this out. So let's start by doing this. Yeah. What? Guess it's glued shut. It's taped shut. It's taped shut so nobody can open it at the store. Can get a hold and open it. Hi Chris, Kay, welcome in, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. It's good to see you. Ouch. There we go. Oh, and I tossed my... I'm going to dig a sack out of here. Hold on. A trashy sack. I treated my brother to a steak dinner at the Texas Roadhouse yesterday. And I could only eat half of mine. I brought the other half home. But boy, that was good. I generally do not eat red meat, but that was a treat. That was a Christmas treat. And we did hear from my nephew's family that they're going to have Christmas on Christmas Day, so we'll be spending our Christmas with them on Christmas, well, not Christmas morning, Christmas afternoon. Now, Brenda recommended this, and I've already slopped it around. Let me get a towel. Didn't realize it was so juicy. Well, that filled it right up there. Let's open it up a little and goop it right in. And then I'm going to take, I think I'll take this and put in there. And you know, I could leave that as a bookmark. I don't know how long it takes for this to dry. I can't glue that down in there a little. Where's my palette knife? Put it back up here. Kind of like that there. And I'm wondering if I just can't use this as a bookmark later, maybe. Now, I have 2 fly pages here. I see that didn't stay down at all. What did I use to glue that down with? Thought I used Just Paste. That did not work at all. I don't know if this will be any better. Let's clean this up first. So, what are your all plans for the next couple days? We'll be at home this afternoon. We were gone yesterday. And I will stream tomorrow morning, real early in the morning. Hi, Kitty Jen. Welcome in. Chris K says, Merry Christmas to all at 6 a.m. there. Folks are popping in. Early birds are coming in. Early Christmas birds. Let's see if this will hold it any better. Put a lot of it on there. Might have to resort to E6000 or something. Alrighty. Don't know if that's going to hold it. We're going to just leave that for a bit. If that doesn't work, I'll get out the E6000 or maybe Fabri-Tac will hold it. So I'm just going to close this up like so. Well, no, I think I'll leave that open. I'm not totally sure about this. Maybe I'll put some glue in there. I think I'll put glossy accent in there. Hold on. I do have some of this Fabri-Tac. Maybe I'll use Fabri-Tac. I don't know if it's coming out or not. Yeah. I don't know. It feels kind of like it's gunking up on me in there. Oh. Just a little to hold that down a little bit more. I'm not sure my Fabri-Tac is any good anymore. I've had it for a while. If you don't use this stuff, you eventually lose it. If you don't use it, you lose it. I didn't need that much Fabri-Tac. I want that down in there. And let's check this one more time. Seems to be holding. All right, I'm going to set this aside for now. I'm going to leave it open. Let me put it behind me. And let's put this brush in the water. And my glue here. Rubber cement will peel off. And do I have room for that someplace? Hold on. Finding room for my stuff here. Saving a cap for a mark maker. Sheesh. Don't have enough room in my little twirl case. I'm going to throw that away. Okay, let me come out and look at chat. We'll put Penelope out here to keep us company. Let me refresh my chat. Chat filter, top messages, chat filter, all messages. Hi, Kimberly. Good morning, Kimberly. It's good to see you. And again, thank you so much for the slow stitch yumminess. Becky says, Ritz crackers on top, but no Velveeta. Ooh. You can rescue Fabri-Tac with a bit of glycerin. Oh, I have glycerin. Thank you, Becky. That's a good hint. I'm going to start writing down these hints. I have a book here. But just let me write it on this note card for now. If I can find it, let's put the scissors away. Palette knife away. Pliers away. I'm looking for a pen. Oh, the phone. Becky. Aunt Beck. And this is 12/24. 24. What you can revive Fabri-Tac with a bit of glycerin. Thank you, Becky. I'm going to start me a little book of hints and helps that you guys pass along to me. I accumulate quite a few. As I'm streaming here, you guys help me out quite a bit. Yeah, Fabri-Tac is kind of expensive, isn't it? Thank you for that, Becky. Let's see. Messy Palette says, we were going to Friends Orphans Christmas. Bring a plate to share. So no massive cooking for me this year. Should be relaxed. Good for you, Diane. Good for you. We weren't sure. We weren't sure what was going to happen with our Christmas. But I got a message yesterday. We were gone all day yesterday, and I didn't read my messages till late. And there it was saying, we're going to have family time, our family Christmas, on Christmas Day in the afternoon and the evening. Becky said they're going to Scott's mother's tomorrow. Well, that's good. That'll be good for her. She's in her late 90s, isn't she, Becky? 96, 97 up in there. I keep forgetting. Becky said she's making mac and cheese and a broccoli casserole. I also have my fruit cake. Yummy. Yummy. I think I'm going to make some Christmas crap this afternoon. I bought all the ingredients for it, so I need to make it. I think I'm going to make it this afternoon. Jen says, my cat on my bed because he knows the perfect spot to rest on the bed while he gets the most from the heater when it's on. Smart cat, Jen. Let's see, what else is going on here? Arlene says, due to conflicting schedules, we had to celebrate early. So we're done, and I will be celebrating and napping my way through Christmas Day. Well, I'm going to come on real early tomorrow morning, like around 4:30. So look for me then. And Beth Schuler's going to be on tonight at her regular time. I think it's 6 p.m. Eastern, unless she's changed that. I always say it's 6 p.m. Eastern. And Dee Dee will be on tomorrow morning at 8:30 Eastern. So if you're at home and don't have anything to do, check online for some art streams because there's going to be arting going on. Becky said it's gray there this morning. It's dark here this morning. Jen said, stay at home. Chris. Chris says she's going to stay at home and she's going to color and sleep. Not so many days off. Well, then you can just relax, Chris. She goes back to the university on January the 2nd. This is where Becky came in. Diane says she's planning on getting fat. Oh. Jen says, Merry Christmas. Arlene went for more coffee. I think she's back. Diane says, paint the repair gold, kintsugi style. Oh, what a great idea. I can do that. I can even paint that yarn. I'm going to do that. Who suggested that? Messy Palette. Kintsugi. Kintsugi. Yes, Diane, great idea. I will do that. Let me go down to the bottom of the chat. Jen says, I don't know what I'm fixing because here I have to go get it from the place that gives the stuff out. But I know that I'm making a pecan pie tonight. Ooh, that sounds yummy. Or in the morning, I might get out some leftovers. Well, I'm going to have leftover steak. That was a really good steak. I treated my brother to a steak dinner. He, and I told him, I said, he was a little leery. He said, I don't want you to spend so much money. And I said, well, this is Christmas, and this is my way of, and I told him, I said, this is my way of thanking you for a roof above my head. And he's been a pretty good brother, so I just felt like he deserved a thank you, and I think he really appreciated it. We had a good time. Gosh, I took him to the VA to get stitches out. His appointment was at 2. By 2:10, we were out of there. So I went to Hobby Lobby. I'll show you a few things I got at Hobby Lobby. Let's see. Angie, did Angie come in? Hi, Angie girl. Nancy Gill is here. Also, acetone can thin fabric tack. Well, let me write that. Where'd I put my note that I wrote? Back in here. Nancy Gill. Also, acetone can thin fabric tack. Thank you guys for that. I appreciate that. Becky says, you're welcome. 97. Scott's mother is going to be 97. Well, that's really good, Becky, that you guys can spend, because she's not going to have that many more Christmases. And that's good that you guys can spend Christmas with her. That's going to be special for her. Becky dropped a link to the recipe for broccoli casserole. That sounds good. Yeah, I bought some Ritz crackers yesterday. I'm going to use them for Christmas crack. I think I'm going to make that this afternoon. Among some other things I need to get done. So let's, I'll show you what I got at Hobby Lobby yesterday. I didn't get much. I didn't buy much. Because I ran in there for the glue and the clock setting. This was on the clearance aisle for $2. A little doggy Christmas. And let me snip this off. It looks like it has a holder here. Now let's just see if I can. Let's do it this way, Mary. She gave me a piece of paper to art with. She said, here, use this in your art journal. No, she didn't. She knew I was doing an art journal. She said, we got some journals on sale. Now, let's get out the staple remover. I put it back in its place the other day, so. Kind of at a hard place to get out. throw those staples away right away so I don't. Oh, I see there is another one here. They've got it all wrapped up in there. It's a little doggy Christmas ornament. It was on the clearance aisle. I don't see anything wrong with it. I think they were just getting rid of ornaments and stuff. There's nothing wrong with him. And he's cute. So I'll put him on the tree. I put my other ones on the tree the other day. Let me put my staple remover back in its place. So I got that. A sack. And here's the hands for the clock. And she put the cording in us. I got some cording for this week's slow journal page. Another sack. I got some chains here, and I'll show you how I'm going to use these. I think I'll use the gold one today. Put that one up there. Here's the other part of the clock. I'm going to work on that clock. I'm probably not today. I got some latex gloves at Menards. My brother wanted to go to Menards. And I'm just going to destroy my receipt because I don't want to see it. I got this Pearl-Ex on the clearance aisle. I paid $3 for it. It's originally $6, half price. And I got some of this cording. And what else did I get? 2 embroidery flosses. And that's it. I got these for in here. Let me find a place for them. Latex gloves. And we're going to keep these out. Pearl-Ex can go up here someplace. Pearl-Ex in there. These clock, the embroidery we're gonna use. These I'm gonna put back in the sack and put them in my refill for the clock face. All right. So let's just cut into this chain. Throw that away. So, let me refresh chat. I'll try to chat a little bit more today. Try not to go into my bubble so much. It's hard when you're arting. Hi, Ray. Ray D. Good morning. Merry Christmas. It's good to see you. Hi, Joyce. Merry Christmas, Joyce. Aww. Arlene says, I love my homemade art journals. It's an adventure to see how products react on the different papers. Isn't that truth? Isn't that the truth? Jen says, I can make meatballs out of the ground meat I have, but I don't know if I want to or not. Well, I guess it's up to you, Jen. We're not going to force you to make meatballs on Christmas Eve. Angie says, good morning to all and Merry Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve, Angie Brown. Ray popped in. Hi, Stitch It Pam. Isn't that a cute ornament, the little doggy ornament? Isn't he cute? Isn't he cute? I'm going to hang him on the tree. Chris says, a book of hints and tips is a good idea. It can be compiled digitally and then shared among all the crafty friends. That's true. That is true, Chris K. Might do that. I have a, I don't know if I have it out here. I don't want to go hunting for it. I have I was going to make a cards with my Dynamo stamps that I carved. They're not the best, but I have them in a stack, and I thought I would write those hints down in there, because you guys drop a lot of hints. And this is where Becky said that Scott's mother is 97. Arlene posted Raul's Streamathon link. Chris K says, I'm fixing lunch for Dad and not going out for dinner. My sisters are not in town, so we'll also spend December 25 alone at Christmas. Well, sometimes, you know, because you have a busy schedule, Chris K. So, you know, maybe it's time for you to have some downtime. Maybe you just need some downtime. Messy Palette says, my predictive text says some weird stuff. I know, Diane. I tell you, that predictive text gets me every time. Jen says, turkey is in the freezer from Thanksgiving. Yeah, I have some dressing. I put my dressing that we didn't eat. Because there's only 2 of us, you know, a batch of dressing, when you make it up, we don't eat it all. But when I cook it, I cook some in a pan for us, and then I put the rest of it in little muffin tins, and I freeze it. So I'll probably maybe I'll get some of that out to eat with my leftover steak today. Becky was thinking, chicken fudge? Chicken fudge? Jen says, I don't know what I'm fixing yet. Becky said, I have to deliver Felix the cat to my neighbor. She's paying you $40 for it. Well, congratulations to that, Becky. That really is a really nice picture. Becky did Felix the cat for her neighbor. Collage. Messy Palette says, I think Christmas cracked today to go on my fruit platter with chicken fudge sauce. Custard, whipped cream, and shortbread. Now I know why you said that predictive test says some weird stuff. Okay, so yesterday was Monday. And of course, every Monday, K3N Cloth Tales does a new Stitch Journal page. And let me tell you, I'm still working on last week's, but I'm ahead of the game on this week because it was really easy for me. Well, we were waiting to go, and it's wrapping scrap fibers. And I'm going to pick out I need to put it on something fairly strong now. That's okay. Let's see what I want to put that on. I could maybe double it. I like the idea of that. That's cotton. I think this rest of this is just cotton in here. Although I could put a base behind it. I don't know if I want to tear into that. Maybe this. All right. So we'll put the rest of this aside someplace. And, oops, that goes in there. So what you do, and I thought I would do one with a chain. Now I think maybe I'll use my chain maybe around one I've already done, because I don't think a chain, you're going to have to wrap it pretty tight. The other option is to wrap one, and this one I really like. I had some kind of a thin fabric ribbon, and it's really nice and soft and pliable. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 already done. You don't need a whole lot of them. And I sorted out strips in between small and long. I think these are my long ones and these are my short ones. I'll have to sort them out again because couple of long ones there. Short. Most of them are shorter. Short. I think these green ones are longer. Some of them. Thought I had longer ones in here. Maybe I used them though. Here, this one. We'll use this one. I think I'll save that one back and just use this. We'll do one. I'll set these up here for now. And all you do is take and... Now, you can go watch K3N Cloth Tales. Her video was up yesterday. And I just wrap it around like that. And you put your thread. Let me get some thread out here. Maybe I'll put this on the back. Like this is the back. And I'm just going to use white thread here. You put your thread kind of in the center. You don't really even have to tie it. And then you just kind of fold it together. And then you start wrapping. Whoops. Gotta get a hold of it here. And I'm going to put this chain. I feel like I need another strip in there though. Let's fold this one up in there. Well, I don't know. Maybe underneath of it. Like that. Just to make it a little bit thicker because I'm going to use this chain. There. And then you can wrap as close or as wide apart as you want. And you can, you know, just wrap it like you were wrapping thread around a stick, I guess. Now I still have my thread on my ball here. I might at some point need to cut it off. I still have the thread on the ball of thread. But I also bought this, which is kind of a leather cord. I don't know if it's leather or not. It looks like leather. And I bought this, which is a braided cord. And I thought that I'd get out some of that seam binding that seam binding and bias tape that, and I think I'll use the seam binding because I have a harder time finding bias tape. But I saw a lot of it at Hobby Lobby the last time I was there, so maybe they got some in. I noticed it was there. But you just wrap your little twisty cord here with thread, and then you slow stitch it down. And I could see doing a basket or a mat like this if you have lots of scrap fabrics. I'm not a sewer, so I do have a lot of scrap fabric though, because I've got this fabric I got this fabric fetish from Pearl, who I need to go. I wonder if she's going to stream today. I wonder if she's going to sell today. I noticed Deb was on last night, but I was so tired from all our running around. We didn't get home till late because his appointment was at 2. Then I went to Hobby Lobby, we went to Menards, and then we ate, and then we went to Walmart, and it was dark. It was going on 7 o'clock when we got home. Then we had to unload the car and put away the groceries and settle in. And by that time, I was tired. And I fell asleep pretty early last night. But I woke up, and when my alarm went off at 3:30 this morning, I was up and at 'em. Gets a little more tricky when you get to the other end. I kind of hold it like that and go around it. This is really easy to do. Now I made this a little extra thick because I'm going to put this chain around it. I didn't think that chain would go too good on this. It was kind of thin. And I'm just using crochet thread. In fact, I'm using this big bundle of what I use to test my tatting with. It's kind of play thread. And I am working on my grid journaling slow stitch. I worked on that a little yesterday. And I'm getting there. The one with the birds on it. I don't have as many threads in here toward the end. I'm going to go back and put in a few more threads. And you could do it, wait a minute, it's going this way. You could do it this way too. Just roll it on there, but I'm getting there. I'm going to have to turn that fan toward me. When I first come on in the morning, having the fan on me is cold, but after I'm seated here for a while, that furnace is right under me and the vent's right at my feet. And I get nice and warm and toasty in here. This would make nice doll hands and doll feet. Yeah. I could see making some doll feet and doll hands out this way. I could see making a basket, but we're going to do slow stitch page, a journal page. And this is going to be pretty thick, but I haven't bound my journal yet. I think we've only got one more week to go. One more. Well, there's 53 weeks. She's doing 53 weeks in this year's journal, so I don't know if it's 1 or 2 more weeks that she's planning. But I'm way behind. I'm not way behind. I just have more pages to do. I have pages to finish up. And of course, she's moving on to 2025. And I'll probably do some of what she's doing. Of course, she'll probably just inspire the dickens out of me, and I'll probably never get caught up. All right, I'm getting toward the end here. I think I'm going to take a a bunch of it and snip off here and set this aside and see if it'll be any easier to wrap it. I might have to clip off some of the end. Which is okay because it ends here anyway. It ends, I think that green ends, no, green's pretty long. I might end it here because it's getting pretty hard to wrap a longer piece. Just pull this down and end it. Go back down. Down into here. My glasses keep sliding down my nose. All right, in here. Come on, don't be stubborn. And I don't think it matters where you end this thread. It looks like it picked up a stray bit. And what you do is you kind of put your finger through and then you make a little knot, pull it through and tie it. I do it a couple times. Okay, I'm going to snip that off. Whew! Man, am I warm. All right, now what I want to do is take this chain, which I think has a clamp on it here someplace. Here. And I'm going to stitch it on, and I'm going to wrap it, but I'll probably come back and stitch it down. Let's take these, snip these off. I want to snip my thread. And I'll just throw that in my box. Okay, now I need a needle. And I'm going to use this curvedy one. Well, I could use this one, might be better. We'll see how this one works. I've got a smaller curved one, but I don't think my crochet thread will go through it. I'll put it back in there. Yeah. So let's just get out a length of thread here, fairly long length. Let me thread my needle. See where I'm going. All right. I think I'll start at this end. Now this will be a fairly thick page in my journal. Got the needle in my mouth. I'm going to double knot that. Now I could stitch this on or I could twist it on, and I think I'll stitch it on. And I'm hoping I can clip this chain. It's not an expensive chain. Cost me $1.99. So let's get my thread out of the way for a minute. And let's kind of wrap the chain. And I don't want a big, thick wrap here. I just want a loose wrap, so that will not clunk it up too much. Could make a candy cane decoration for the Christmas tree if you had the right things. Okay, now I'm going to pin this. Penelope, give me a pin. Don't know if it'll stay or not, but I'm going to pin it in there. And then I'm going to come in and stitch it down. I probably got a pretty long thread here. Let's see if I can double it a little. Probably longer than I need, but okay, I'm just going to kind of stitch it in there, and I'll wrap as I stitch if I can get my needle through everything. Come on. It needs to find its way through the clump. There we go. Wrapping it's going to be kind of a challenge. Maybe if I turn it. Let's snip this guy off. We don't need him. These curved needles come in handy for some applications. Now, I'm twisting my thread with my needle. and I'm just tacking it on. And I think that'll be good. Whoops. I get too much in a hurry there. I should probably tack this down here. Right in here. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing, but I'm tacking this chain down onto this twisty piece of fabric. Let me stop and look at chat, see what you guys are saying. Chat filter. I always have to refresh my chat filter. I feel like if I do, excuse me, if I do that, I see the latest messages. Kimberly says, gotta go charge the phone. Okay, Kimberly. Hi, Dar. Merry Christmas, Dar. She said, all the kitties are hungry too, Kimmers. Becky, Arlene says, Becky, easier said than done. Becky says, I guess I gotta get moving. All the kitties are spoiled. Chris K says, hi, Kathy, Tina. Did Tina come in? Hi, Tina. Merry Christmas. Hi, Kathy, Tina, and everyone I missed, Chris K says. After eating, my cat needs lots of love. I can't see the screen. Angie says, sheesh. We did go to my aunt's house for Christmas Eve, but since she passed this year, we're not getting together on my mom's side. This is hard on all of us today, knowing she's not with us. Oh, Angie, many hugs to you. Dar says, Tina, due to a full tummy. Tina says, I've got happy rainbow now. It doesn't sound good. They're saying hello to Kathy, which Kathy came in. Dar is here, Arlene is here. Kathy D. Hi, Kathy D. Kathy D's Creative Chaos. Welcome in. Good morning. Merry Christmas. Merry, Merry Christmas. Angie says, Jish, we are having my nephew, his girlfriend, and her little boy. My grandnephews and their girlfriends and my other great nephew that we don't get to see much. We're just having, well, you're having a quiet Christmas, Angie. Becky says, thanks. Arlene says, Aunt Beck. Arlene dropped a link to Aunt Beck's channel. Diane says, darn it, Kimberly, now I'm curious. Minds are going down that rabbit hole. What did you do, Kimberly? Arlene says, Pearl Brown's Finds channel. Thank you, Arlene, for dropping all those links. Dar says, Angie, are you having a bunch of people today? And Angie answered her. Kimberly says she's making a putz house. I didn't know what they were. Went down a Pinterest rabbit hole. And I decided I needed to make a Christmas one. I don't know what a putz house is. What's a putz house? Let's look it up. Kimberly sending us down rabbit holes. Let me see what a putz house is. I need my, well, I got the, oh, where's my, there we go. It looks like I have my private on. That's okay. Putz house. Putz house. Images. Let's look at some images. Well, let's look at all first. Let's see. What is a putz house? A putz houses are charming miniature holiday decorations that have captivated people for generations. Traditionally, they're made from cardboard paper. These little houses are carefully crafted and often come in various sizes, each featuring intricate details that bring a festive touch to any holiday display. Should we make a putz house? Should we do that tomorrow? Let's look at some images. Let's look at some images. See what you, ooh, look, this one cost $135. It's a village. Here's a, whoops, a rare large complete set for $7,000. All About Putz Houses, the Christmas loft. Oh, well, I bought 2 little wooden houses. One's a 10, one's wooden. Should we make some putz houses tomorrow? Look at them all. Putz houses. Maybe we'll make one. Look, there's a little shadow box of putz houses. We could make some tiny ones. Oh, look at these log cabins. These are, looks like they're red brick putz houses on Instagram. Oh, look at these. Mid-century putz houses in church. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow morning. We'll make a putz house. Those are cute. See what you started, Kimberly? You guys remind me tomorrow morning. Putz houses. Let me turn this off. Let's see. What else am I missing? Kimberly says, I'm making a putz house. I didn't know what they were. Now you inspired us. Dar said she gave it the door. Hi, Christy Rhodes, if you're out there. Merry Christmas, Christy, if you're still here. Arlene says, Christy, it's all about art. Whatever K3N made yesterday, I linked it in the channel above. What she did is she wrapped these strips of fabric, and this one I wrapped with black thread. This one I wrapped with white thread, and I'm stitching this gold chain on it. And this might be all I do for this page. I'm going to cut, my pages for my journal are 4x7. And then you arrange these on there. And I haven't watched the end of her video to see how she ended up. But this is just a technique, a slow stitch technique. Let's see, Messy Palette is here. Debbie Epps, Arlene dropped a link to Debbie Epps' channel. Tina here says, okay, I'll be right back. I got a hungry kitty cat nagging me right now. Meow, meow, meow. Christy dropped in. I don't know if she's still here. I don't know if Tina's still here. Merry Christmas, everybody. Becky said she's not leaving. It's too cold out there. Kimberly says, I love a good tin too, Dar. I know Meri could use all that trim in her projects. Yes. I was going to twist something. But now I'm thinking I'll stop. I will find lots of good. This was gifted to me by Kimberly. Wishing peace, love, and joy in the holiday season. And look, she filled it with all this trim. And bias tape and seam binding. And some, I think there's some quilt binding in here. And I love this. This is like pebble. They call it pebble braid. It's really cute. I'll be using that for sure. But look at that. Isn't that cool? Thank you so much. Some rickrack in here. Some bias tape. Some seam binding. Rickrack. I appreciate the bias tape because I've had a hard time finding that around here. But I did notice that Hobby Lobby got some in. I do appreciate the bias tape. Thank you so much, Kimberly, for that. I've got all these little tins. I'm going to have to keep track of what's in each tin now. I'm accumulating tins and cigar boxes. I'm going to have to rearrange things here. Okay, what else am I missing here? They're saying hello to Christy. I can't go up anymore. This is where Christy came in. Let me go down. Whoops. Go down. Hi, Lala. Merry Christmas, Lala. Kimberly says you're so welcome. Thank you so much. The Christy's still here. She's giving a thumbs up. Thank you, Lala. We do appreciate the thumbs up. Thank you so much. And Merry Christmas Eve Day to you guys. Aw. You guys are so sweet. It's so good to see you. Oh, there's Jacqueline. Hi, Jacqueline. I can't wait to get the papers from Jacqueline. Lavender and Periwinkle. Says it's coming January the 3rd. Let me finish this. Let's see. My last stitch was here. So I'm just going to kind of twist this around and take a stitch as I go down. And I do like this curved needle. It's good for bookbinding, but I find that it's good for other things too. Should I go around this one more time, I think. Tack it in there. Get in there. I got a few closer. I don't want these so close because they're not close up there. I'll just put my needle over there. Come in here. Maybe unpinning that was not a good idea. I want to put the scarf on my deer this morning too. What time is it? It's 7:08. Today is Tuesday. Kimberly, are you still here? Do you know if Kathy Berg and Colleen are coming on this morning? Sometimes I get fooled. They usually come on on Tuesday mornings. Kimberly is in the know, generally. Let's turn this. Tack this one down. And go down to the bottom. Arlene says, I have no clue Meri is intending for this item though. I'm going to put it on a slow stitch journal page in a configuration. This was following K3N's Monday stitch journal page, and really it's really just kind of trying out the technique of wrapping strips of fabric, scrap strips of fabric that you have with thread, and then you arrange them on your art journal page. And I'm doing one with a chain here, and I'll be done in a minute. Let's see, where did I last tack? Right there. Christy says, refill coffee time. She's making a walking cane. Messy Palette says it might be chimney for her putz house. You guys, you're being silly out there. Jacqueline says, I wish that package would arrive sooner. Yeah, well, you know, it's the holidays. I can't wait to get it. That'll probably be about the time. Let me look at my calendar. Calculator. Where's my calendar? Calendar. January 3rd is on a Friday, and it probably will come late in the day, but I stream Friday nights at 7:30, so maybe that Friday night, Periwinkle and Lavender, if it actually comes on Friday, I can open it then. And wouldn't that be neat to include those papers in my January journal? Now, my January journal, I'm using my boho fabric for the cover, and then I have some PT paper that I dyed, but depending on what Jacqueline's papers look like, I may use Jacqueline's papers in there. And I'm going to mix my January journal with fabric and paper. And I probably will not bind the journal, like, because I'm finding that if I don't, I'll be working on binding this year's journal. That's what I'll be working on. Let me get this out of there. But if I bind the journal after I'm done with all the pages, I can make the binding fit what I've done during the year. Okay, I'm just about finished here. But this, tomorrow morning, I think we're going to do one of those putz houses that Kimberly got me inspired for a putz. See what you guys do to me. I did buy, I showed them in my last thrift haul, I bought a little wooden house. They're probably about 4 or 5 inches tall. They don't really qualify as putz houses, but we're just going to make some small ones. I'll do a little looking to see what's online. Maybe do a shout out to somebody. All right, I'm just about done here. Let me stitch. I thought it would be cool to stitch a chain on one of these. Becky, are you still out there? Did Becky leave? Does anybody know? I'm wondering if she's going to stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. She usually streams on Wednesday. I think she did a stream Monday morning, which was yesterday morning. And of course, I didn't see it. We were getting ready to go. Well, actually, I was probably still in bed, to tell you the truth. I think I'm going to have to wrap this one. Around. Tomorrow's Christmas. Angie says, Mary, talking about Friday night, I will be at a basketball game, but we'll come in and say hello, and woohoo, I get to spend my birthday at a basketball game. Well, Angie, at least you're out and about with people. That's the good thing. And your nephews are playing. You get to see them play. I only watched my nephew once play baseball. He was a big baseball player. He was a pitcher. And he didn't really carry on with it after he did some coaching. He doesn't do that anymore. But I enjoy going to my grandniece's games. Well, probably won't get to go to any next semester because she's going to be playing with the Lincoln team. All right, now I'm going to see if I can't cut this chain with my, hopefully I can, with my old scissors. It's a pretty thin chain. Break it open here. I don't know if I can or not. It's not cutting. Come on. There it went. Now, let's get this out of the way. I got more to play with at another day. Well, let's see. And I think I'll just wrap a little of this thread around here. Maybe that's a little too much. Let's give me some length to tie knots with. Oops, I guess that's the end of that. Cut a little of the this off. Alrighty. Now, she said, I need to choose. I chose this fabric, which is a little heavier. It's kind of like a, well, it is a linen. And I'm just going to leave the, and it is, I need 4 1/4, so I need it right. One, 2, 3, 4, right here. And I'm just going to eyeball it. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm getting it. And it'd probably help if I pressed it, but again, this does not have to. In fact, the more distressed it is, probably the better for these type of projects. And I did pretty good here. Let me even this out. I always go crooked at the end. Yeah. I did pretty good, 4 1/4 by 7. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 1/4. Right in here. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. And I was going to put a backing cloth on this, but this is pretty heavy. I think I'll stitch it on first and then put the backing cloth on. So what you do is you arrange your bits that you've made. Lala, thank you so much. Oh, bless your heart, Lala. Thank you so much. You just touched my heart. Thank you, Lala. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy dance, happy dance. Happy, happy, happy dance. Thank you, Lala. Merry Christmas to you. I think it's Lisa does the happy dance when somebody gives her. Lisa, I haven't seen Lisa for a while. So I think I will. This, I think, is the first one I did. Or was it this one? No, it was this one. I'm going to make this one into a circle. Like that. And I am going to pin them on here. Let's just pin this together. And like I said, this will be a pretty heavy, I might have to stitch it together in the end. And I think I wanted this one to go wiggly. I haven't finished watching K3N, but she was calling these wiggle worms. And this one looks like a wiggle worm. I'm going to twist this a little bit more here. It came untied. Let me tie it again. Yeah, this one I was doing right before we left, and I was in a hurry. Get in there. I'm going to leave that for now. But I think I'm going to call this one a little happy wiggle worm. And I haven't put that one down yet. I think I'll use this as the head. And I'm not going to stitch them online. I'm just going to kind of, and I will probably change this as I go. Something like that. A wiggle worm. Penelope, she says, you're taking all my pins, Mary. I think I have some pins over here. Hold it. Let me stand up. Up, Mary. What happened to my pins? Ah. What did I knock over? A jar. Thank you, la 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 la. Arlene, I'm up out of bed now. I didn't want to get up. Wake up, Angie. It's time to get up and get moving. Go make you some breakfast. I made some coffee this morning. I bought some of that. I was out of coffee. And I bought some of that Pikes Peak, Starbucks Pikes Peak, and they say it has a little cocoa in it. How does this thing open? Can't get it open. There we go. These are fairly long. These are not applique pins. These are stitchy pins, straight pins. Pin the bottom of it here. And I think I'll let that hang for now. We're gonna call him a wiggle worm. Because I didn't get to watch all of her yesterday. But she was calling them wiggle worms, so this one is going to be a wiggle worm. Got a little tail hanging out there. All right, now I have this. I have the chain one that I want to get on there. It's going to be a very thick page, which I might have to find a piece of tapestry fabric to mount this on. Let's just... And I think I'll just come up, make a kind of a U out of it. U. And this will probably change after I get out there and get stitching on it. I'll probably say, oh, let's move it here. Let's put that. Let's put it down in there. Make it smaller. I'll come back to that. Now you could couch these on. She was talking about that. You can either couch these on, or you could just take tiny stitches at the bottom, and I think she took tiny stitches, and that may be what I do. Tiny stitches make me feel warm all over. Let's pin these two together. And then put it in here. If and I can come from behind, maybe. Ouch. Have to be careful because there are sharp pins everywhere. And I've got two more. I've got this one and this one. Now this one I wrapped with different colors of thread. I went black, white, black, and white. And this one I did all black. Let's bring that up. Put it right like that. And then we'll come in there with the last one. Yeah, I think I'll get me a piece of tapestry fabric and mount this on a piece of tapestry. It comes underneath. Just put it in like that. And I'm kind of doing this on the spur of the moment. I don't have any pre-planned design here. I'm just pinning it together. But I'm kind of liking it. And then I have this last one, which I'm hoping I can wrap in here real tight. And I can. Let's see if I can pin it. Now I might come back and move, or I might just put some stitches in here. I could see some stitching going on here. And that's probably what she did. I didn't get to see the end of her stream. But I think I'll call that done for, designed for now. And it'll straighten out once I get these pins out of there. The pins kind of pull at certain spots. But Penelope, let's give you some pins here. She says, you're going to fill me up? Give me Christmas dinner? She says, you're always taking my pins. I'll give you some more. These have beads on them, so she can't eat them. And I was going to use some of your trim, Kimberly, but I think I'll save it for another day. Let's give her some more pins. I like to put these round beaded ones in the back, because then I know where to go when I want one on her back. In the back, she says, I'll turn my back to you. Do, 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 do. I was singing Christmas carols I almost thought I was going to get my brother to sing with me, but he wouldn't do it. I was singing, have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. I think he's going to be happy that we were kind of wondering if we were going to get Christmas with the family this year. We didn't hear anything. And then I checked my messages last night, and there was a message saying, 2 o'clock on Christmas Day. We're having it earlier, and I'm going, that's okay with me. I don't like driving in the dark anyway. All right, Penelope, we dressed you up in pins. She says, ah, that feels good. I'll give her this one back. All right, Penelope, that's enough. We stuffed you with pins. So I think I'm pretty happy with this. It'll be one of my projects to work on. I'm going to put it aside. Let's put all my... Now these will go back. I have a tin that I'm keeping these strips in. These little pieces. And then these bigger pieces go in this box. This is why I like these boxes and tins. I've got fabric scattered all over. But there we go. But for now, I'm going to put these in here. I'll adjust them out in the other room. And I'm going to put this one in here. Oh, look. This tail is sticking out. Give me one of those pins. She says, ah, you're taking my Christmas dinner. Well, yeah, I need it. Probably need a couple of them. She says, just leave it alone, Meri. It'll be fine. Okay. Let me come out and look at chat again. Have a holly jolly Christmas. Let me refresh my chat. I'll put Penelope out here. Lala says, sorry I'm back. Honey, it took a second nitroglycerin, and I wanted to check on him. Aw. Oh, Honey took a second nitroglycerin, and she wanted to check on him. Yes, that's a wise thing to do. Christy says it's nice. Oh, thank you, Christy. It's good to see you, Christy. Merry Christmas. Angie says, Arlene, yes, I will take myself out after Friday. Friday is our Angie's birthday. We'll have to wish her a happy birthday when she pops in on Friday. But happy birthday. There's Riri. But she went to get coffee. Tomorrow morning we're going to do a putz house. Inspired by Kimberly. Riri says, I'm good, friends. She'll see it later. No big deal. Oh, I missed something Kimberly said. Meri, another super chat. Oh, it's not showing up. Riri, thank you. Riri, thank you so much. Let me give that a thumbs up and let me type in a thank you to her. Hi, Nina. Let me type in a thank you to Riri. Maybe she'll see that. Whoops. Send. Hi, Nina. It's good to see you. Oh, I've misspelled thank. I got tank. To thank you. To thank you, Riri. Blame it on my weird keyboard, huh, Diane? There's Mina, Christy, Arlene. I think I'm catching up with you. Thank you so much, Riri. Bless your guys' hearts. Thank you so much. You have made Christmas really, you all have made Christmas special for me. I so appreciate you guys. I so appreciate you. We are going to put a scarf on my dear. My dear, do you want a scarf? And I'll take him out. I took my Santa Claus out. I have painted him all white. We gave him an ear. We gave my dear an ear. I saw a great big Christmas tree. Not a great big one. It was probably about 3 feet high. And it looked really nice, except when I turned it around on the very base, it was ceramic and it had a tree limb broken off. And I thought, well, I could probably fix that. But I looked at the price and I think they wanted $9 for it. And I'm going, nope, not for $9. But this one, it had it's still got kind of a little gap in there. And I'm going to leave that because I'm going to put a scarf on him. But I'm just going to tie a scarf on him. But this one I paid $6 for, but we had to give him a new ear here. And it's pretty sturdy. I don't want to pull at it too much, but... And I painted it all white because I'm thinking I can leave this out. But I'm going to change during the year. This year during the season, I can give them different colors of scarves. I think my brother likes the deer. I got 2 tin deer at the dollar store last year, and they're in the west window where I left my rotten thread tree up in the window all year. And that turned out pretty good. I've still got a whole bunch of rotten thread to use, but we'll throw that in that box. I'm just going to make a scarf out of this. But I got those 2 Dollar Tree deer, and they're up in the window. And let's see, I could use that as fringe. Let's double it and stitch it. Let's just, well, we could tear it, oh, right in. So it's not even here. I'll cut it along this line, tear cut. And then we're going to get out my needle and thread again, and we're just going to stitch it. I don't know, what thread do I have in here? I have some black thread on a wooden spool. We'll use that. And I'm just going to turn it under. And I suppose I should probably press it, but I think we'll be fine. I'll just finger press it here. Put a pin. Penelope, she says, you're rubbing all my pins, Mary. And we'll turn it inside out. Let me put it like this. Come down to the bottom of chat here. Angie says, okay, back. And it's cold outside. Dar is here. Arlene is here. Dar says, I gotta take you all with me to the dumpster. and then pick up at Walgreens. It's freezing out there. Arlene says, oh boy, a field trip. We get to go to the dumpster with Dar. We're going to dumpster dive. That would be fun to do, Dar. I'm not sure. Our dumpster, our trash pickup well, actually it's on Wednesday, so it's tomorrow, but I just brought the bin up to the house yesterday. We put it out by the street. But it's been cold out, so it hasn't been. All right, let me get some pins from this Penelope's back. She says, oh, I'll turn my back to you. Let me grab some pins here. I don't need a lot of them, Penelope. I'm just going to hand stitch it. And we'll fringe it. I got to get that deer out of the way a little. When did you all open your presents? On Christmas Eve or Christmas morning? Actually, when I think back to my childhood, we did it on both days. I mean, different years. Some years we opened them on Christmas Eve. When we were younger, when we still believed in Santa Claus, we opened them on Christmas Day. But probably after we got into junior high, us two youngest kids, my youngest brother and I were the young ones, and my older brother and my older sister were older. Alrighty. She says, you be sure and give me those pins back, Mary. Alright. Don't get snotty with me. Mary's getting snotty with herself. All right. This I got at the thrift store because it was a wooden spool. And I paid 50 cents for it. But it's got some thread on it, and I don't want to go digging thread out of the... So we're going to use it. If I can get the tape off of it. There we go. Throw that away. And I need a needle, Penelope. Did you eat them all? I generally don't give Penelope my smaller needles because she eats them. I don't mind giving her the long ones, but those little ones she eats. I'll find one here. Here's one. This one will work. And let's find the beginning. Can I even find the beginning? Uh-oh. It might... Let's see, I bought some embroidery floss. What did I do with that? Put it back in the sack. Here's for my batteries. What did I do with the sack? Clock hands. What did I do with the floss? I don't think I put them in here, did I? The floss? I don't think so. Well, by the time I fool around with hunting, oh, here they are, right on my desk. We'll put that back over there. I don't want to hunt forever for thread. Let's grab some floss, at least the length of this. Or a little longer. Snip it off. Oops. Sorry, you guys. I bumped you. Alrighty. What do I have here? Erasers. Alright. What did I do with my needle? It's there. Can I get this floss through that needle? I should be able to. May not. I've got other needles if I didn't. If I can't. One thread. Two threads. And I'll save that other for slow stitch. Let's see how I can thread my needle here. It's a pretty little eye. Get in there. Almost had it. I might need to get me a different needle. That's got too little of an eye for my thread. My thread's too big for this needle. Let me... see what I have here. Well, hold the phone. I should not put these things in the drawer. They're too big for the drawer. I'm looking for needles. I got bobby pins. I used to keep needles in here. I might have taken them all out. Got a safety pin, I'll need those. Here's a curved needle. I could go out in the other room and get a needle for all the trouble that I'm looking for in here. I used to keep packages of needles in this drawer. I think I took them all out. Give Meri a minute here. Give Meri a minute. Give Meri a minute. She's looking through her bobby pin stack to see if there's any needles. There we go. I knew I had them in there somewhere. I'm going to put these in a different container. Don't want to lose my thread. But right now, they're going to go in my refill box because it's handy. All right, back to threading the needles. I'll give Penelope that other curved needle. And I don't, hopefully I can use this. These are pretty small too. Size 7. I need a needle threader. I needed to bring out my, come on ladies, just want one. I can't get at it. Got one in there. Are they both in there? I think I'm going to stitch it with one thread. One thread, one in. It's just a scarf for my dear. My dear. I might double stitch it. The eye is pretty little. But one thread goes through fine. I'm going to need those safety pins. All right. And all I want to do and I'm going to fringe the outside here, so I'm going to start maybe an 1.5 inches in. Right about in there, I think. And we're just going to do some running stitches. I might double stitch this because I'm only using one thread, but it may work. Where's my loop-de-doop? Did I already miss it? No, it's there. I don't have good lighting in here. There we go. Now I'm at it. And all I'm going to do is do some little running stitches here. We're making a scarf for my dear. We're making a scarf for my dear. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Rudolph! I resisted painting a red nose on him. And I'm trying to stay on this line, but there's nothing saying that my stitching's going to be straight. Angie says, Arlene, no, I'm watching for a package for nephew. Dar says, Angie, sorry, we're going back on the road to home. Oh, you all crafting this morning? Arlene wants to know. Are you catching up with Christmas cooking and crafting? I'm going to make some Christmas crack later this afternoon. I'm hungry, 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 hungry. I have to go make me some breakfast. I haven't had any breakfast. I don't know. What do I want for breakfast? I made me a cup of coffee this morning. I might cheat and have 2 cups because that was pretty good coffee. I might cheat over Christmas. I don't think it's a good idea to follow this line because it's getting skinnier and skinnier. I think I'm going to come down a little. I wonder how Kimberly's doing on her putz house. Arlene says, oh, I see. I thought it wasn't cheating if it was on a holiday. Oops. It's not cheating if you drink extra coffee on a holiday. That's good to know. You put on 1 pound since yesterday? Oh, call it water weight, Angie. Call it water weight. Kimberly says, we got a dozen of Dunkin' Donuts. $16. Paul said, I have to eat $12 worth. Oh dear. Oh dear, dear, dear. This is kind of, slow stitching is not the most fun thing to watch, but this is going to become a scarf for my deer. I'm going to hang my little doggy on the tree after the stream. I'll put my deer out there. I don't know what I did with my Santa Claus collection. I thought that I had it out with all my Christmas boxes, but I don't. I don't know what I did with my Santa Claus collection. So I guess I'll have to start over. They're here somewhere. I miss them. Let's give this pin back to Penelope. Have I been giving her pins back? I think I have. Because there's only one left. I'm just about to the end. I wonder if I can get away with just one thread here. It's a pretty thin thread. But it's just a scarf for the deer. It isn't like it's going to be tugged and pulled on. Unless Santa Claus needs an extra deer for his sleigh tonight. We'll have to keep an eye on my deer If he disappears, I'll go, uh-oh, Santa Claus needed an extra driver tonight. We went to Walmart, and we got there kind of late. It was already getting dark, and it was dark. When we go to Walmart, my brother and I split up, because he's usually done before me. And he goes out in the car and waits for me. And I got done. I knew what I wanted. And I wanted some fiberfill. I got some fiberfill for that ornament that I'm making. And I got those paint pens. I wanted some pecans and some coffee. And I got a few other things. Oh, I needed paper towels and toilet paper. And I got all those things, and I checked out. I went out to the car, and he wasn't there. I couldn't get in because he had the keys. And I looked at the license plates, and I said, well, this is our county. It looks like our car. Where's my brother? So I wheeled my cart back into the store, and I looked around, couldn't find him. And I'm going to put these pins back in my drawer, keep them in here. They're pretty small, but if I need a needle, if I can get it back in there. I don't want to give it to Penelope. Ouch. There we go. So I wheeled my cart back into Walmart, and there was a bell ringer there, and he noticed me, and he said, I didn't see you come in, so I can't help you find your car. And I just laughed. I should have told him it wasn't the car that I was looking for, it was the driver. And I went in, and at our Walmart, they have little benches you could sit in. And I sat there, and I waited for a while, and then I thought, well, maybe I missed him. And so I went back out. The bell ringer saw me go back out. He didn't say anything, but I know he noticed. And I went back out, and nope, the car was all locked up, and nobody was in the driver's seat. And it was kind of chilly out. So I wheeled my car back in. And the bell ringer just kind of, can't help you. And I went back in. I had to go to the bathroom so bad. Couldn't wait, so I went to the bathroom, came out of the bathroom, and there he was checking out of the counter there. If I can get this in here. He was checking out. And very rarely do I get done before he does. If I can turn this inside out this way, I forget how this is done. I think you just kind of pull on this. Am I doing this right? I'm going to pull it inside out. May not be doing it right. Right? Maybe I don't need a pen. Let's just do it this way. There's another way to do it. I need a crochet hook. Anyway, I found him, and I walked out, and I told the bell ringer, I said, I found the driver. There's a way to do this with the safety pin, but I forgot. And I have one of those tools somewhere. I never use it because I never do this much. Turning my stuff inside out. Becky's probably giving me instructions. I could have spent a lot more money at Hobby Lobby yesterday, but I was being good because I knew I was going to pay for the supper. Angie says, I always say I'm going to put a cowbell on Mom because you could never find her in the store. Well, usually my brother is done and waiting on me. And I expected him to be out in the car waiting on me. But no, I went out there twice. He wasn't to be found. I was getting a little worried. I'm going, uh-oh. But the second time I had to go to the bathroom so bad. And I'd already paid for the stuff in my cart. And I didn't really want to leave it. But I got brave and left it at the bathroom door. Nobody bothered it, but that's a risk you take. In our area, we don't have too much trouble with people reaching into your cart and taking things, but it could have happened. But when I came out of the bathroom, I looked at the checkout stands, and he happened to be at the one opposite of the bathroom door, couple of people down. I had to tell him to slow down yesterday. He scared me. We had plenty of time to get there, but he was really going too fast, and I said, slow down, you don't need to go that fast. And he said he was trying to get around that truck, and I'm just saying to myself, I didn't say too much more to him, but I was thinking, let the truck go first. I want my life. He was kind of going too fast for me yesterday. And I think he thought it was later than it was, and I checked my clock, and I said, we have plenty of time to get there. Slow down. Sometimes I'm a bit of a backseat driver. He scares me sometimes. But he's a pretty good driver, but sometimes I can't help because I drive a lot by myself, and I can't help but say, watch out, or slow down. Don't go through that. He's pretty good about not going through yellow lights. He's pretty good about saying, well, we'll catch the next one. But he's not good when I give him directions. I'll give him directions, and every time I tell him, he takes the opposite way. And I was trying to tell him yesterday, we were on a 4-lane highway, 2 going our way and 2 going north. And the restaurant we were going to was, of course, we'd have to cross the highway. And he says, there's no U-turn. And I said, you don't do a U-turn. You turn east and you go down a half a block, and there's a roundabout, and you enter it from the side road. And it took him a while to comprehend. He said, well, I'm going to have to go down and come back. And no, just turn. You know, he thinks he knows better, and sometimes he does, and I think that's what catches me, is sometimes he does know better, and so he's inclined to want to follow his way. But in this case, I knew where it was, and he wasn't listening to me. Sometimes I got to shout at him because he's hard of hearing. Looks like I got the seam here coming through. To go back and look at that. Yeah, I'm probably doing this the hard way. I thought there was a way you could put a safety pin through, but I think you put the safety pin through when you have a cord. There's tools that you can get to turn, and I got one someplace, a big long, a Tunisian crochet hook would work too. Mary, do you press the floor like a brake? I do, and then there's a handle up on the side of the rider's side, on the side of the, where the windshield is there by the door, and I'm always grabbing onto that. And he will, when he stops, he doesn't roll to a stop. Here's the stop sign, he goes, you know, and he jerks that car when he stops. He almost sent me through the windshield yesterday. Kimberly says she closes her eyes. Arlene had to go. Angie says, I always say I'm going to put a cowbell on my mom. Arlene says, I got to go. Have a blessed day and a Merry Christmas. You too, Arlene. She's probably gone, but I will be live tomorrow morning for a little bit. I'm coming on at 4:30. Aditi's coming on tomorrow morning. Beth will be on. I didn't catch whether Becky's coming on tomorrow or not. I didn't catch what I asked her, but she might have already gone. If you guys caught it, please say if she said anything. If you know. I'm getting there. I've only got a few inches to go. Probably about a third of the way there. Kimberly says, I just close my eyes and think happy thoughts. Well, generally, he's a pretty safe driver. I do worry about nighttime driving. I worry about him falling asleep at the wheel. Now, he's never done that, but my brother sleeps a lot, and I worry about him getting tired. And I have never had that experience of him, you know, getting drowsy at the wheel, but I always worry about it. It's something I worry about. And I don't like the nighttime driving. I don't like it for myself either. I can't pull this a little more here. I don't like to drive in the night for myself. Come on. If I can just get it way in there and pull on it. Dar says, tell Paul to wake you when you get there. Yeah, I can almost, like yesterday, I could almost tell, this has got an extra thread here, I could almost tell he was thinking about going through that yellow light when it had already been yellow a little bit. And, you know, I said, just stop. he's pretty good about not going through yellow lights. But for some reason yesterday he was in such a darn hurry. Even when we were done, he was in a hurry. And I'm going, we got all day. We're not going any place except for to Walmart, and then we're going home if we make it. Got a thread hanging here. Yeah, I beat him at Walmart. That was a rare... But I knew what I wanted. I wanted coffee and fiberfill and pecans. I made a list yesterday. I got a lot of the things I wanted at Walmart. At Hobby Lobby. I wanted the clock fixings and the rubber cement. I got that all at Hobby Lobby. Of course, I have to check the clearance aisles. And I didn't spend much time. There were a lot of people there yesterday doing their last minute shopping. I didn't spend too much time at Hobby Lobby either. But we had to wait around for the restaurant to open because we were done by... His appointment was at 2. We were out of there by 10 after 2. And then we drove over to Hobby Lobby, and I was probably in Hobby Lobby maybe a half hour. So that took us to about 3. And the restaurant didn't open until 4. And so we went to Menards. We both had to go to the bathroom. And we went to Menards and shopped around, went to the bathroom. We didn't really... I don't like going shopping when I really don't have... I didn't have anything... All I needed in there was some Barkeeper's Friends. I bought those latex gloves and some peanut butter cups. Oatmeal. They sell oatmeal candy at Menards. And it was 3:45, and he said, oh, let's head on over there. It'll take us 15 minutes to get there. And when we got there, there was already a line. It was 4 o'clock when we got there, and there was already a line outside the door waiting to get in. Quite a few people, which kind of surprised both of us. But the dinner was good. We had good service. Come on, Mary. I'm almost done here. Just need to bring this halfway through. It's coming. Come on. This is where it would help to have that tool. Now I got to get my scissors in there. I hear my air vents are singing Christmas carols this morning. I can hear it. They're singing Christmas carols. And I was singing Christmas carols on the way home. I told my brother, I said, I can't remember all the words. I can't remember all the words. And we were commenting on, there we go. That brought a lot of it through there. And he said he forgot a lot of the words too. We were commenting on how we don't listen to the radio that much anymore. I never play it when I drive with him. I tried to play it the other day, and I couldn't get any good channels. You guys listen to the radio when you drive? I usually sing, or usually I'm thinking about something, about what I want to get or where I'm going and what to do next. We're getting there. We're almost done here. Haven't got that much to go, but it seems to be coming through pretty good. And when I'm riding with my brother, I'm chattering to him. I have to be careful with my chattering to him, though, because especially when we're in traffic, it distracts him. He's trying to listen to me and watch the road, too. Especially in town, I shut up, or I try to. I watch the road for him. Come on. We're getting there. This better be long enough. That's all I can say after all this trouble. I don't think I would have wanted to make it any longer. I'm almost there. I get my scissors blade down in there, and then I just get a hold of it as best I can and then pull up on it. Just a little left here. Come on, come on. Get in there. It's almost there. Just a couple inches. There we go. There we go. All right. Let me come out and look at chat. Let me come out and look at chat. Chat filter, top messages, chat filter, all messages. Dar says, me too, Angie. Must have music in the car. Angie says, Meri, what are you doing for Christmas? I'm going to stream tomorrow morning. Oh, I'm going to stream tomorrow morning from 4:30 until 7:30. And then Dee Dee comes on. I may pop into there and wish that crowd a Merry Christmas. And I have a few things I need to get done. And then in the afternoon at 2, we're going over to my nephew's house. So we'll probably leave here maybe about 1:30 or so. And we'll probably be there until 5 or 6 o'clock. I think my nephew has to work the next day. I'm going to fringe that. About a couple inch of fringe there. I'm going to fringe the other side. And then I'll come home and go to bed. Probably watch a little YouTube, go to bed. Do a little stitching maybe. That's my plans for Christmas. I have a few things I need to work on, get done, but all right. Whew, that was a lot of work for you, Mr. Deer. Oh, we're going to wrap it around him a couple times, I think. Maybe we'll put a pin. Give him a pin. Ah, he needs a pin. He needs this on this side here. Let's see what I have in my junk jewelry. I can't wait. Deb is going to send me some more jewelry. She messaged me the other day. I thought she forgot about me. She was probably just hunting through her stash. I actually was thinking she probably thought I had enough. Is that too long? No, I think I'll leave it like that. I'm going to see what kind of a pin that we have in here. These are beads. Do I have any pins? I love this jar with the leaded. I don't want to dump everything out though. I don't want to dump everything out on this. If I can't find any, got that star. That would look pretty on there, but it's a little big. Here, I don't want to dump everything out, and I'm pulling stuff out. There's a watch. What's this? It's a butterfly. Is it a pin or is this the bling? You know what I'm going to do? Let me put this stuff back. What time is it? Oh, I've only got a half an hour. I'll leave this butterfly out. We might use the butterfly. Could have put a safety pin on him. But let's see what I have. Let's see what I have in here. That's bubble wrap. I'm reaching down below. This is, that goes in my box. That's a bulb. Those are angel heads. I have not found I didn't find my little gingerbread stamp. I don't know what I did with him. I'm still looking for my gingerbread stamp. I'll find him after Christmas. All right. We're going to take this out in the other room too, that angel. I think that one came from Sharon Marlowe. See, look. Let's empty this. We got a half an hour to do a little sorting. these are, I think those are ephemera bits. This is just beads. And this is, I think these are odds and ends that I had out on my desk. And buttons. Put my deer over a little. We didn't get all of those put back. And let's get a sheet of paper. Put down here. And I haven't, this is the last pack that I had from the first set of jewelry that Deb sent me. Oh, and oh, that might look pretty. Is that I think that's beginning of a gnome pin. Oh, it is a gnome. A little gnome pin. It's a little heavy, but that might work. I got 2 of them. Ah, this one's got 2 of them here. They're little gnomes. Should I zoom in so you guys can see better? We may not get all through this. We might have to finish later. How is that? But I was eyeing this. Look at that cameo. Oh, that's a necklace. Look at that. Oh, wow. That is super cool. What I thought I saw yeah, I was looking at this. Is that a pin or an earring? Oh, look, it's hooked onto this. Let's unhook it. I think it's a pin on a piece of lace with a, I don't know, how would that go on my deer? I think it's supposed to go this way, but it's kind of hanging. I would like to take it off of the pin here. If I could find, I might have to clip. There we go. Let's put it, I think if I put it here, it's going to hang. I need a, I can't see how it goes here. Which is the open. All right, it has to come way over to the side. Sorry, Mr. Deer. Come on. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to have to take the scarf off and pin it that way. Let's see, I want it right in here. I don't know if I can tie it back on with the pin on it. We'll see. Make sure it's open, and it is. Close it. Now. Let's see. Let's tuck this. I'd like to tuck it under. Might need my get in there. It's floating away on me. We can always float him back. Let's give it a tie. All right. Oh, he could be on this side. Doesn't matter what side the pin is on. I want him, I think, more on this side, though, I think. I'll turn it around like this. This is how I had it. And it really needs to be flattened out there. It's like that. Let's see if I can find something to just kind of hold this together. We'll just set it down for a minute. Let's look through this. I have a little time. Does anybody know if Beth and Colleen, Kathy and Colleen are coming on? I'm not going to take all this out. Some cool stuff in there. Let's just look and see. I don't need papers. These are some little pink beads. Got a snowman here. Got a ring. Oh! Spilled them. A whole bunch of those little clips. Now I could take something like this earring I'm looking for something to hold this scarf together. I might just have to take a couple stitches in it, but I could put this earring in it and let it hang down the neck there. We'll see. I'll save that out. I spilled these. I need a little baggie for them. Necklace. Here's a star clip. Come back here. Okay. Will you click for me? Will you be... Will this be too much of an effort? Yes. Look at this one. Look at this one. I'm going to keep my ring on. I have to pin. These are some more little, looks like little locket clasps. I just love all this stuff. I don't see anything in here. Ooh, look at this. This is a charm bracelet. Oh, how cute. For a child, though. It's pretty small. Oh, it might fit on around my wrist pretty tight, but it might fit. A snowflake. I think that's an earring. It's a clasp one. We'll keep that out. Whoops. It's got a thread hooked on it. Where's my scissors? Cut that thread off. We're going to keep that snowflake out. I don't know if these are real pearls. I doubt it, but there's some pearls. A little button bug. And it's got these threads hanging off of them. A little button bug. Kind of cute. I don't see anything. This is cool. Somebody decorated this old key. Can you see the key? And then they decorated it with a girl and a wings and a girl charm, a dress. This is cool. I like that a lot. There's not a lot in here as far as, but what's in here is really nice. I like what's in here. But I don't see anything. Here's a little beer bottle or wine or something. I don't see anything to, so I'm going to have to probably sew this closed. And it is, well, I got time to sew it closed. Let me, ooh, this is pretty. Another ring. Uh-oh. Oh no. I don't want to. It's too big for that finger. Let's take this one off and will it fit here with no trouble? I'll put this one on this finger. I don't wear much jewelry. I play with it too much. I fiddle with it and I end up breaking it. Let's put this stuff back in the bag. Did I empty all of it? I think I did. Where's the bag? Here's the bag. She had several things in bags already. I kind of like this. I might stitch this on that. We'll see. I'm going to save that out. See if I can't get this put back real fast. And I'd like to put those back in the same package, but I don't want to fool with it. I'm going to save this key out. I think that's super cool. I don't know what that is. Looks like they... No, I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a gun. It's a gun, and it looks like they put a rose on the back of it. No wonder I didn't know what it was. All right. I'm going to keep that cameo out, too. And the little gnomes, I'll save those out for Christmas. I'll put them in my Christmas box. What else is here? Okay. This is cool. Fills up pretty fast. Just gonna dump this in, and hopefully it'll close up for me. And where's my bag? That was a cool bag of stuff, of broken jewelry. She's got some more she's gonna send. She said she'd invoice me, but it's Christmas, and I imagine she's gotten sidetracked. I'll keep my safety pins out. So what I want to do here, real quick, in 8 minutes, gave my needle back to Penelope, in the drawer, but I thought I would stitch this closed. I just need a couple stitches. Penelope, what do you have for me here? I've got that leather. Is it on the needle? I think it is. Already threaded. Come on. I just want to tack it closed. Get in there. There. Well, if I can just pull it through. I might need to get my pliers out. And I'm just going to give it a tie. I just want to hold those two scarf ends together. I didn't do that. What did you do, Meri? There. Now, let's stand it up. Arrange it a little. Come on, what did I do? Like that. Did I do it wrong? Kind of hard to see where I'm going. Kind of pull it around this way on this side. And then take this, just push my needle through, and maybe up here. Up there. And let's catch it on that top scarf. Yeah. And then let's take this earring and it still has the wire in it. I don't think I need that wire. I'm going to cut it off. My old scissors. Hopefully. It flew off someplace. And then I'm going to take my needle. It's hanging here and put it through here. Get in there. Come on. And push it back. Well, maybe I should give it another stitch. Give it a stitch here. Come on. And then, I don't know what happened to my other thread. My other end of my thread. I'm going to tie it in a knot here. If I can see it, I'm working in the dark. With a curved needle. Come on, come out of there. And then go through here and pull that tight and then go back under. Go back under. And there's my other thread. Come on. Okay. And then I'll take, where did it go? This thread and this thread. This goes on the outside. Hopefully it'll hang. And we'll tie these two together. Whoops. Where did it go? I'm just about done here. Tie it one more time for safety's sake. And we'll just let that hang underneath. And we'll let this hang. Kind of have to rearrange it a little. Let it hang. Straighten this out a little here. It's not hanging like I want it to. Kind of like that. On this side, I might have to snip my threads here, but I'm not going to right away. Kind of like this on this side, and then like this on this side. I'm going to make this my thumbnail. Put Penelope back. My safety pins. I'll have to... My gnomes are going out. I don't know. They're pins. So I'll have to figure out what I want to do with these little gnomes. Little gnome pins. Alrighty. So let me come say goodbye. Okay, Angie, I just figured God decided someone else needed to be blessed by it. Me too, Angie. They're so elegant. Hi, April. Just April. Welcome in. Boy, this one's, this spring is getting heavy. I don't wear much jewelry. I don't wear much. All right, let me go down to the bottom. Dar says, hi, April. Just April says hello to Kat. Hi, Kat. Dar, I guess it is. I think it's Dar. They call her Kat. I call her Dar. Lala says, let's see. It's okay, Angie. I just figured, okay, I think I've welcomed everybody in and said Merry Christmas to everybody. Don't forget, I got to take these rings off. I will be on tomorrow morning at 4:30 in the morning. Beth Schuler comes on tonight at 6. Dee Dee will be on tomorrow morning at 8:30. I don't know if Becky's coming on tomorrow morning or not. I don't know the whole kitten caboodle. Let's see. Helen Holiday. 5 minutes. I'm seeing if Kathy Burke. I haven't seen Kathy come on yet. But I think it's time for me to go anyway. I'm going to put my deer out in the other room as a holiday decoration. I might snip this leather thread here, but kind of did them on the fly. And we will finish my book tomorrow, and we'll work on some Christmas stuff. Isn't this the neatest cameo? Oh, I love it. All right. Bye, everybody. Merry Christmas. Have a good Christmas Eve. Thank you, Tina. Bye, Christy. Merry Christmas. Bye, everybody. I try to give everybody time to say goodbye and everything. All right, bye.